welcome to the best damn top 10 list on the internet. This is 2H Reading Comics, YouTube special edition, end of year 2, top 10 of year 2. Welcome to it. If you hadn't watched our first one, top 10 of year 1, I'll put that somewhere up here. Basically, just an extra episode this week. And we're going to rank our favorite reads from year 2 of 2H Reading Comics.
That's right.
So, do you want to read your honorable mentions first?
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
that.
All right.
You want to just go? So I've got
You can go.
1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 honorables sitting down here.
Only 4? See, I just went through YouTube, went all the way from like episode 104 to 52,
Yeah.
wrote down anything that would be in consideration for the top 10, and then got my top 10 out of there. And so honorable mentions are everything I didn't pick.
Okay. So
So you only had 4, which
Well-
means you only had 14 written down.
what I did was I just wrote down like a chunk of like what would make my top 10.
Oh, okay.
Picked
Yeah.
a few extras and
Oh, okay.
and then went from there. So I didn't really. So there might have been a few that I really didn't put in my honorables, but like these are the ones that were in contention.
Yeah, that's
for
what I ended up with 7.
7. Wow.
Yeah, honorable mentions.
Well, I mean, so one of mine's Bounty Hunters is an honorable.
Okay,
American Vampire.
same.
All right. Southern Bastards.
Didn't get on there, but I almost put it down.
All right. And all right, I got 2 more then. Nemesis
Okay,
and Teen Titans Academy.
did not make my honorable mention.
Okay. All right. So which
Um,
ones did you get that I did, or which honorables did you put?
I had Noctera,
Uh-huh.
Old
Oh,
Man,
shit.
Old Man Logan, Pulp, Manifest Destiny, Vader Down, and Gotham Central.
Okay, I did have Old Man
Okay.
in there as well.
Okay,
Didn't think about Gotham Central, but
it was very early on in the year.
it was, and I remember
I got to,
remember
like, the
seeing it when I
first-
was scrolling, but it was just kind of
It
felt like
was-
there were betters.
I mean, there definitely was in my honorable
Of
mention,
course.
but you get to that for like early on in year 2. Like I don't know what we were doing in the middle towards the end, but early on we
Early on was
we had a lot of
was-
good stuff
was
going.
smacking.
Um,
Well,
so-
also I think something that we've kind of had a discussion about is we also got to pick what we wanted to read at that time.
oh yeah,
were
we
doing
didn't
a little
schedule
more,
as much this year.
Now we're kind of trying to keep up with
We try
the
to match
movies
the
that are
movies and
coming out
shows.
and
Yeah.
shows that are coming out, and it's kind of
Can be a pain in the ass.
you just kind of end up with the book. You don't
Yeah.
really get to go find something you really want to enjoy. And
Yeah.
if y'all have anything else to say about it,
Oh,
let us
yeah.
know. I mean,
Recommendations take precedent over anything.
yeah.
So
So I mean, y'all get us 4 or 5 recommendations. Those are going to come out.
yeah.
Um,
So it's not gonna be super long, but you want to go first? We'll do 10 to 1.
Yep, but we'll alternate.
Yeah, and then if we have one that matches but not in the same spot, we'll just be like, I have it on there.
But not talk
and
about
not,
where it is.
and- yeah. But
So my number 10 is Department of Truth.
okay, I have it on there too, but
All right.
not at number 10.
And again, it's on my list over some of the others just because of the fact of the
We only read one volume
the-
of it.
Right.
Right.
It's the
We had a
fact
lot of
the-
good continuous this year.
The fact of the wickedness of like just to see
Oh,
the
yeah.
world from a completely different point of view,
Oh yeah,
and then how it's also showing up and altering
and how
people's-
like when you had all that Q stuff going on, and you like, okay, I can see how it basically shows how easily it is, and how dumb people are.
oh yeah,
That like all these conspiracy theories can be true, and again, in this world, what is like most common or most popular belief becomes the actual reality.
yeah.
And so the Department of Truth is ran by the government to try to keep that in order and stop anything. And we only did volume 1. I know volume 2 is out. I assume
coming
volume
out,
3. Volume 2 is out.
Oh okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Volume 3 I think is not far off.
Okay.
But we'll definitely be doing volume 2 pretty soon if I have anything to say about it.
Well, since it made my top 10, it's on his top 10. You're
Yeah.
probably going to see it again.
Oh yeah. Definitely good reads. Probably probably in the top 3 of my current ongoing series right now. I just
Okay.
haven't I also haven't like I have a huge stack of like singles I need to read.
Yeah. My reading list is getting backlogged pretty hard.
All right, so my number 10, and the only thing keeping it from going higher is that we literally read the first 2 volumes in year 1. Volume 3 we read in year 2 of the show, Invincible Volume 3. You get the awesome you get the awesome fight between Invincible and Omni-Man, I think.
Omni-Man,
yeah,
yeah.
Omni-Man. And you just get him being like, you get that awesome scene of him being like, this world is meaningless. I don't care for it at all. And it's like, all these people will die. What keeps you, like, why do you care? And he's like, because I would still have you.
Yeah.
But I love these people also. And it's just that awesome fight. And Invincible's just awesome.
So it is on my list.
Okay.
Not at number 9 or 10, whichever one you're at.
I'm at 10.
10.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, that story and then the show, just the two culminating together and almost being mirror images of each other just makes the comic stand out more.
Proof why you should always have like the people who wrote it somewhat involved.
Oh yeah. And that show and the comic just having you see a superhero from a different point of view.
Oh yeah.
Them learning how to become a superhero, learning to even use their powers. Yeah. It all just, that whole story arc, and I'm looking forward to when season 2 comes out.
Yes. And then we can finally read.
Then we can read the next volume.
Yeah. So I guess you're number 9 now.
Yep, number 9. I have the Manifest Destinies volume 2 through 4.
Okay. Yeah, I said that was in my honorable mention.
Right. Yeah. The reason I've got them here and it's low because I really did love Manifest Destiny.
It was also like
months
ago, and also our entire continuous for year 2 was either Manifest Destiny, Fables or Saga.
Yeah,
and I don't know about your list, but Manifest Destiny was ranked 3rd out of those continuous.
Oh yeah, and it is for me too. But it was more just the fact that I did love the idea of an alternate history.
Yeah.
Of the American of Lewis and Clark's adventures out west, and why it didn't get hired like it did in year 1, is because all 3 volumes, same script, different characters.
We didn't. Yeah, that was another thing that happened. We stopped reading Manifest Destiny. Was right when like everything starts to pick up and you finally realize what's going on. But we had read it like 4 or 3 months in a row, so we needed to move on.
So, and it's not like Saga where we've continued reading it, where each issue, each volume keeps us intrigued and keeps us tied. We just sat here and went, "Yep, they found an arch. It did this.
This time, this monster
killed
was
this many people."
Yeah.
So, and that's why it stays pretty low for me.
My number 9. Hawkeye, My Life as a Weapon.
Ooh.
Like, granted, we only read the first volume, which is probably why it's at 9. But at the same time, that series of Hawkeye literally changed how they present Hawkeye nowadays.
Okay, I can agree
like, I mean,
with that.
like all the imagery and especially the fonts and logos and stuff from the Hawkeye show, and literally that storyline is based off of this book.
I agree with that.
And I enjoyed the Hawkeye show.
The show was great. I did feel that the comic was a little lackluster.
It was definitely like, obviously you didn't have the entire MCU, and
of course
you didn't have fucking Vincent D'Onofrio coming back as Kingpin.
Exactly.
So.
That was which brought back Daredevil.
Yeah,
and the rest of them.
But I mean, if you literally just came to me and was like, "Hey, you want to go do Hawkeye Volume 2 again of like that same series?"
I could see that.
I would like not. I'd be like, sure, no doubt.
Okay, cool.
But so you're number 8.
Number 8, Berserker.
Same.
Number 8. Really?
That was my number 8.
Again, just
Keanu
volume
Reeves.
1.
Yeah.
I
think volume 2 is
first
out
5
now,
issues, maybe 6. Was it 5 or 6? Either way,
I think it was 5. It might have been 4.
That is true. So we really got just a taste of what Berserker can do.
It basically just laid out the concept for you,
and
where they were going to go.
Just the fucking one volume. Just the concept of it was enough to keep me tied. Put it in my top 10 for the year.
And it's Keanu Reeves.
And
volume 2 should be out by now, so we'll probably it's another one we're probably going to do.
Yeah, because it just, again, you just get this immortal that's from the Stone Age
who wants to die for it.
Yeah, he just wants to.
He's
fucking
tired
die.
of people using him.
And everybody uses him. The government has him now, trying to find his secrets, and it's cool. I enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah.
So that was your number 8.
That was my
I'll go
number
on to
8.
number
so
7. The Continuous of Fables. Our
Okay, I
our
have
whole
it,
saga of Fables.
I have it higher.
Not saga of Fables. Our whole series of Fables.
Daggum, the first half. I imagine. I don't know how many volumes there are, but it's a
I
good
didn't
chunk.
write them down, but I
Yeah.
just know we did a lot and I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Again, the different take on on old stories.
Oh yeah.
You get all the fables. You have Snow White and the wolf.
Yeah.
All of them now being in our real world, trying to fight this mysterious demon creature from their original worlds.
The only knock I had against it was that they didn't get to that fast enough. But
They took
just like Manifest Destiny, the end they finally start to show it a little bit.
right,
So it's like
and we get that.
eventually we're
final-
gonna get back to it.
that final volumes when we got to see like their last stand in the old world, right? With I forgot the girl that wasn't Red Riding Hood, was it? That was the one that
No, it was something
was
I
with
forgot
Boy
who it
Blue.
was. Yeah, I forgot who it was.
But you got to see her and like see that
Yeah.
she was actually against them, and then you had the wooden soldiers.
yeah, basically attacking the hotel in New York.
Yeah, and just again, the whole story is fun,
Yeah.
a different story, and a lot of exciting, cool stories in there.
Yeah. My number 7, crossover. My
Okay, all right.
my number 6 through 8 with like crossover and Berserker. We all only read the first one, so it's kind of like you can interchange those. It's literally my 3 favorite ongoing series right now,
Yeah,
and so it's like we only had volume 1 at the time. I think volume 2 is coming out soon or is already out of crossover. But again, it's like we're having to wait. Like pretty soon we're gonna have to do a saga. I think I've already looked up.
yeah. Saga
Volume 10 comes out October 5th.
Yeah, it's already coming out.
So,
I think the first after this to be continued, which we'll talk about later this month.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's 4 or 5 already free on Comixology.
Yeah. So it's like, and you're gonna do the crazy thing where you read ahead, and it's gonna piss me off because you're gonna spoil
haven't.
something. Well, yeah. Now you can though.
But now I
Yeah,
can.
exactly. So you're gonna read ahead, and it's gonna spoil it. When we get to volume 10 in October, you're gonna be like, I'm already working on like volume 12. I'm like, you stupid foot. But yeah, it's a crossover. Donny Cates, one of our favorite writers.
Yeah.
Basically just a giant mashup of Image characters, even though they tease DC and Marvel all the time. Which is crazy because like the way Image works is a bunch of basically independent story on stuff, and so it's kind of hard to like cross them over because they're not, universes don't always match up. But this does it, and it's telling a really cool story in between, and left you on a huge cliffhanger. So
Most definitely. I probably just left it off because it was, and again, some of these were slow burns. But I left it off kind of for like it was a little too slow for me.
Yeah.
And again, not really knowing the Image characters kind of left me like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's real nice that that's
like,
there,
that
but I
girl's from
couldn't.
Kick-Ass.
Yeah, and it
Oh,
was
there's all the zombies from Walking Dead.
Yeah, but it didn't. Nothing really
see that.
just hooked me and got me just crazy. Now it's fun, and I do enjoy it a lot.
Okay. Well, I definitely thought crossover was gonna be on yours, so I'm curious what number 6 is now.
Noctera.
Not
The
terrible.
one you
Okay.
have an honorable
Yeah, I
mention.
have an honorable mention one.
Yeah.
You like that one a lot more than me.
I really
but-
did. The darkness, the creatures, again, like a zombie-esque.
Yeah.
Because I love
It was
I love
close.
Walking
It was
Dead.
just like I felt like Hawkeye should have been on there. Invincible was definitely gonna be on there, but Noctera was close to knocking those two off.
And Noctera for me, it was just fun. We got to see again a different take on an old story.
Yeah.
Of
Basically, a zombie
Walking Dead, a
apocalypse.
zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse, but with them being superhuman
Mhm.
zombies, but also from a different dimension and a
Yeah.
world, and that they're
And
controlling those.
Better not be
worlds.
scared of the dark. I'll tell you that much.
Damn right.
So my number 6 was Department of Truth, which we already talked about. So we
Okay.
can go to your
All right.
number 5.
Number 5 for me, Spider-Verse.
Same. Spider-Verse was number
Look at
5. Probably could have switched it back and forth with my number 4, but yeah, Spider-Verse
that. Yeah.
is awesome. I mean, this one comic has literally gifted you 2 great movies, probably a third when Into the Spider-Verse #2 comes out this year. But
What was
just
the
the
other movie
idea,
it gifted us? Into
No
the Spider-Verse
Way
1.
Home.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
It's literally like everyone realized, like, dude, having multiple Spider-Men in a movie is legit, and it is. Like,
It is
Spider-Man
legit.
is like one of the best characters created. So, and just if someone actually puts out like the villain from that, you'll have like my round of applause and all my money. Just like the spider people that hunt spider people.
Oh, yeah. The
Or the
vampire,
spider
like, yeah, the
vampires or
spider
whatever.
vampires. That is
Yeah.
just insane.
Yeah, but I doubt anyone's gonna go there.
No, but I think in the new Spider-Verse movie that's coming out, I think they've confirmed they're going to show 50 different.
okay,
It's an insane number
Yeah.
of Spider-Men
Mhm.
and creatures they're going to actually like
Yeah.
show in it. So
oh yeah,
I think we're going to get a much closer representation to
so
Spider-Verse.
yeah, because there's a shit ton in this one.
So that was 5.
yeah, it was both of our number 5s.
Going to be the Star Wars fan. Number 4 for me was Vader Down.
Okay,
And you had
that was
it
on
in
my
your
honorable
honors.
mention.
Again, it's Star Wars. I'm just huge for anything Star Wars, and especially getting a series set on Vader, just showing his just badassness.
Yeah.
Just literally,
it was literally
wiping,
just like 6 issues of Vader being a complete badass.
yeah, just
like, yeah.
you motherfuckers cannot touch me, and this is why you fear me more than God.
It's kind of like I know there's people that say there's supposed to be a meaning behind Godzilla movies and all that stuff, like where the people are like evil, but it's like, no, I really just showed up because I want to see Godzilla fuck some shit up. I
Oh
want to
yeah,
see giant monsters fight.
yeah, that's it.
Show
That's
Vader
all
being
I
a
wanna see.
badass. It's
Yeah.
not hard to fuck up.
And we're getting that in Obi-Wan right now.
Okay.
Um,
Don't go into a huge tangent. This is a short
no,
video.
I'm just saying, just we're getting to see
There are awesome scenes. Yeah.
see Vader be this badass man.
I'm gonna go into a tangent.
Oh,
I was listening to a podcast on the way up here, and they were talking about like in the Obi-Wan show when he's like, "Are you sure?" Like the Inquisitor puts a tracker in Leia's droid.
Lola.
Leia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the droid.
droid Lola.
Oh fuck yeah. Puts it in their droid, and then Vader's like, "Is that shit gonna work or whatever?" Blah blah blah, and it does. And then you get the scene in Episode 10 where Vader puts the tracker on the Millennium Falcon and basically just stole that. They've made it to where he stole that. Which one is it? Is it 4 or 5?
5.
Or 6?
Episode 5.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah, you said 10. It's not even 10.
I don't think I said 10. I
You
feel
did
like I
say
said
10.
5.
We'll run the tape back on that shit.
Well, I edit, so fuck you. But no, basically retconned it to where he took that idea from her.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
That was a fun little thing. That is pretty cool.
But my number 4, Avengers versus X-Men.
Okay, I forgot actually about it, and I didn't put it in my honorable.
Did you not
mentions.
go all the
I
way through
did.
the entire
I
year?
did.
Because it was early on.
It was very early on, and I think I forgot that it was.
You forgot to write it down?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's Avengers versus X-Men, and then you just get this awesome, like, almost everybody gets not almost everybody, there's a bunch of people that get the Phoenix Force. You get badass suits, badass powers, and you got Scott Summers turning heel. It's legit. Like,
Yeah, that was definitely a good one, and
yeah.
I missed that one. Still,
Um,
probably wouldn't have taken anything off my list though.
Okay.
Actually,
so,
I probably would have maybe moved stuff down, but
yeah, I was about to say.
I'm gonna leave it as it is. Though. I'm
Okay.
not gonna go back and correct stuff.
All right. So you're number 3.
7 Secrets.
Now, we only did volume 2 in year 1. Or year 2.
I know.
Okay, because
I'm
it didn't make
still-
any money because it was just volume 2.
Oh, see, I think like Invincible, still carrying over from Volume 1, getting to go more.
I
in
agree,
depth.
it's good, but also like every time I've read a 7 Secrets, it's like you might as well just binge the entire thing because
What do
that's
you
the
mean?
best way to read it.
Oh,
Like,
I understand.
Every time I go to
and-
read a new 7 Secrets, I'm like, I might as well start from issue 1
Yeah,
because
because you
it is
keep
so
losing-
fast paced. You
Yeah.
are boom, 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 and never like they literally never rest. Even in the story, they never rest until about like issue 8.
And I think that's why I've enjoyed it
Yeah.
is because I have been backlogging some,
Okay.
and it's allowed me to get through
Yeah.
a chunk at a time.
Like I'm getting the singles.
Yeah.
And I even went back in because I think when I first started buying the singles, I was on like issue 3, so I ordered 2 and 1, just so that I could have like.
To
Because-
go back in.
Honestly, I will most likely, if they put out a hardcover
Oh, I'm getting
collection,
This.
I'm getting that.
Getting this
But
hardcover.
like, see, when you can like have one through whatever and have the whole series in singles, can be some money.
Oh yeah, I
So,
agree.
But yeah, that is not on my top 10. But yes,
Right.
awesome. Just spy/action, all rolled up in one.
Yeah.
And very color. I love the colors and stuff like that.
Alright.
So my number 3 was Fables. It made it all the way
Okay.
up there.
Oh
It-
wow, all
It
right.
made it high.
Wow, that did make it. That made it really
yeah.
high.
I enjoyed that a lot. And you can tell by how many episodes we did.
Oh yeah.
Literally, like I said, there's only 2 above it that I have right now. I imagine we have the same number 2-1. But
Probably not because you've already said your number. You said my number 2, and it's Invincible.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I've
So we did not.
I've got Invincible at number 2.
Okay.
Again,
we already talked about that,
Just
yeah.
just what we talked about.
Off of just what? Oh yeah, volume
the
3.
carry,
It is good,
just
yeah.
everything that evolved from it is
Oh yeah,
what.
number 2 though.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 2, which you might have said during your honorable mentions, but Nemesis.
Nemesis. And see that one. That
I
was my
love
honors.
that book, and unfortunately, I've read what they're trying to do with the movie, and does not sound like it's going to be very good or anything close to what the comic is. But the comic, I've read it multiple times, and every time it still just holds up and is very good.
Because is there any more volumes, or is it?
No,
ju-
it's
it
literally
is
just
this one.
Yeah, it's just this.
Wow, and they want to make a movie off this one thing. That's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
that or it's I think it would be better
A
as a TV
series. Oh,
series.
yeah.
But yeah, no. And I read I read the article on it, and it's like they're changing so much, and it's just
Wow.
like, wow, what are we doing here?
Man.
So I do imagine we have the same number 1.
Yeah,
If you've been watching our show, you should know.
I mean,
we
we got one left of it.
It'll be
and-
done this month.
and that is
Saga. Yeah. Just not only the best sci-fi comic book ever written, probably one of the greatest series, especially modern day,
Oh, yeah.
ever written.
So great that it stopped for 4 years and it's back.
Yeah, and because they got tired.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, we could talk about Saga right now. Just know it's our number 1.
Damn right.
We have
Volume
at the
9.
end of July, it'll be 9
Volume
videos
9.
worth.
Yeah.
So
That shows you how much we love it.
if you
and
haven't read
it's
it,
just
you need to. It's basically mandatory reading at this point.
damn right.
But
when
yeah,
when the shows come out, whenever they make it, if this doesn't get turned into something the way
I mean,
shows and stuff are being turned
how
into
people
the
aren't
movies.
throwing all the money at Brian K. Vaughan and
Yeah.
Fiona Staples, I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, that was our top 10 for year 2.
That's right.
Got a bunch of editing to do now just to have a picture of it on the screen. Might not do that because fuck it. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching the YouTube exclusive.
Yeah.
While you're here, subscribe.
That's right.
Jesus.
Just
And shout out to
the numbers a little bit.
shout out to the new couple of subscribers we got from passing out stickers, which we'll tell that story and later this month or later in July. Shout out to us handing out stickers. The 2 people that subscribed from that
Damn right.
at the Birmingham Comic Con.
Take everything we can, and we appreciate it all.
Yeah. But that's just it for this week, and
it.
we'll see y'all Tuesday for the second half of Thor.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.